Hello Year 3-4, it's Mrs. Pierce here with your English lesson. This is Wednesday's lesson and it's session 16. Apologies to anybody who was confused because I misnumbered the first couple of lessons. Okay, today we're looking at improving your writing. So we've looked at your setting descriptions and your character descriptions from last week, and we want to use them, but we want to make them better using all of that vocabulary and all of the grammar which we attached in yesterday's lesson. So here's a little example of a very brief description of Obelix. Obelix got out of bed. He had to deliver rocks. He wore a hat and trousers. Obelix is a very happy character. Okay, so let's have a little look at that. Yes, it's about Obelix. We know where he is. He's getting out of bed. We know what he's going to do. And we know basically that he's wearing a hat and trousers, but with very little detail. So you're right, we could add some adjectives to describe those nouns. And then it says Obelix is a very happy character. Now, that is an observation, that's a statement, that's not a narrative, that's not story writing. So we need to make sure that we improve on this. So here's a little example. You can see in purple underlined are the parts I've added, and I've crossed some parts out here in black from the original description. So let's have a listen. As the sun rose in the hills, Obelix jumped out of bed. So I've said that he jumped out of bed, and I've used a nice adverbial phrase at the beginning of the sentence to give us a real sense of the time of day. He stepped into his tent-like stripy trousers and straightened his tiny helmet on his boulder-like head. Okay, so I've got a really good choice of word to describe how he's putting his trousers on. I've said they're tent-like and stripy. I've said that he's got a tiny helmet, because remember, we want to use the vocabulary that's fitting with this story. I've said he's got a boulder-like head to try and emphasise that this helmet looks a little bit comical on top of his big head. Ready for another day delivering mountainous menhirs. Again, I didn't want to say rocks, I wanted to use the vocabulary from the text. So I don't need to say that he wore a hat and trousers because I've described that above. And as we said, we don't want to write Obelix as a very happy character because this isn't a summary of the text. This is writing a story. So instead, I've written, with a happy smile on his face and a spring in his step, Obelix set off to work, his red plaits swaying behind him. So in that sentence, we get a sense that he is a very happy character. Okay, he's smiling, he's bouncy, he's got a spring in his step, and I've also added a little extra detail that he's got red plaits swaying behind him. Okay, so I want you to go back, please, and look at your character descriptions, and I want you to improve your writing. We should be adding these parts of our story on a Word document or a piece of paper where we can add each stage from our plan day by day. So today you're improving the writing that you've done last week and copying that up into your full story. Looking forward to seeing this. Take care, everybody.